Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the beautiful Spice Island of Grenada in the southeast Caribbean. Today we're going to be taking a look around the island and you are invited. Shall we go? Yeah, let's give it a go, shall we? There is a little bit of liquid sunshine around, as tends to be in the Caribbean, but that's okay. We've got our jackets, we've got our hats, and we're ready to go. So here we are across the island, and this is a place called Annandale Falls. So we're going to have a little bit of a look around the rainforest area of Grenada and then work our way back to the capital, St. George's. We'll have a look around there a little bit later on. Wow, that's quite something. Fancy a bit of a shower? So there you go, that was Annandale Falls. We're going to move on into the rainforest, and as it is a rainforest, it's living well and truly up to its name with a little bit of liquid sunshine. Here we go. Oh my goodness me. Don't know if you can see him here. There's a little monkey there. Hello, mate. So this is where we are now, the Grand Etang National Park, and we're going to get a view of an old volcano crater that's now flooded and is the biggest lake on Grenada. And there it is. Probably look a little bit better in the sunshine, I think. But anyway, that's a flooded volcano crater. God bless our nation. And we have a chap here serenading us. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, man. Hello, you. What do you want then? Do you want a banana? So we've moved on, we've come down from the rainforest and we're almost back in the sunshine, and we're on the road as you head back down towards the coast. So let's have a little look at the views and the little village that we got here. Nice view across the rainforest on the right, just a glimpse of the sea in the distance, the Caribbean. Some big mountains here on Grenada, up to 2,700 feet, I think the guy said. Very brightly painted lampposts. Just a little hamlet here. One little shop. They like to beep the horns. There you are. Bacala Spice Place for all your fresh spices. Of course, we are on the Spice Island. Look at the steps down to there. Bet their postie loves them. Yeah, this is the road down from the top. Surprisingly busy, actually. Really nice views across the valley here. Little villages scattered around. Most of these people making their living out of agriculture and growing bananas and other produce. There's a little village in the distance that we just went to. So we're going to head on down the coast and finish off in the capital, St George's, and then we'll have a wander around and try and find the spice markets and have a little look at the harbour as well.
They're both victims of hurricane, Ivan and Beryl. The cinnamon uses the bark of the tree, which is the second layer of the tree. So in order to harvest it, you have to cut the tree down. The root that remains, you get new growth. But it's not that fast growing, so you have to wait 5 or more years, almost 7 years, before you can harvest from the same store. Once you cut the tree, the outer layer that we are looking at, you have to shave it off with a knife. And the second layer, that's what we use as a spice. To remove it, you give it markings, and then you'll peel it off piece by piece. You put it in the sun, and once it goes in the sun, it curls. So that's how you form the stick.
So there you go, that was an interesting garden. That was a herb and spice garden up in the hills, and they were showing us all the different fruits and herbs and spices and how they grow and what sort of things they use for in food preparation. Anyway, we're now back in the capital, St George's, and we're amongst the government buildings area just behind me here. I've never heard of that ministry before. I guess it's pretty much transport. And then here, this is the Ministry of Finance. We're going to have a wander around to the harbour, and here here's your post box. Yes, has to be a post box. Some more of the government buildings there, and here we are on the side of the harbour. Very pretty. Some of the local fishing boats. And then over to the right, the container port, and then a very swanky marina with some very nice boats. So let's have a wander around the harbour, see what we've got. There you can see the pretty coloured houses up on the hillsides. Here's some of the local fishing guys. Quite big trawlers actually. This boat's called Betty Lou. Lovely harbour. We came here a few years ago. We spent ages looking for the spice markets and never found them. But now we've seen where they're grown. I think we've seen the real thing. By the way, that building right on the top of the hill over there is called the best hotel in town, and it's very cheap to go there. And everybody wears the same clothes.
And no star rating.
No star rating at all, because it is the prison. Just had a little more liquid sunshine. There's plenty of that around today. Lots of the fishing boats seem to have guys just sitting on them drinking. I suppose if they're not fishing, they sit and drink and they eat. The rum runners sitting waiting for their next party of tourists. And this is just the side of the harbour. Anybody fancy walking the plank? That looks a bit dodgy, doesn't it? So we're going to have a wander around the side of the harbour. I can see an interesting looking statue there. Pretty houses up on the hills behind, and here's your noddy train. More liquid sunshine. There's quite a lot of that around at the moment. Sheltering some of the locals. Yep. Piddling it down. Nice statue here on the harbour side. Let's go and see what it's all about. So, what's it all about, Nina?
Well, it was when the Italian liner Bianca C was destroyed by fire actually in the harbour. This was given, this statue, by Costa Line of Genoa in remembrance of the fraternal Christian hospitality shown to the passengers and crew.
wonderful. Well, not wonderful that the ship was destroyed by fire, but wonderful that the people of Grenada were so kind. Well, the liquid sunshine is gone for now. It's one of those days. We're going to have a little bit more of a wander around the harbour, and then we're going to head off into St George's town centre. Well, on a previous video on this channel in our Caribbean series, we visited the police station used for Death in Paradise, which is in Deshay in Guadeloupe. Very quaint looking place. This is the headquarters of the Royal Grenada Police. Not quite as cute, is it really? And I don't think I'll be visiting that building today. School kids on the way home, chattering away. They probably are enjoying this liquid sunshine today. Although the guy was telling us that they've had so much rain here over the last few months that they've had a lot of landslides, which has caused a lot of damage on the island, and we've seen a little bit of that as we've been travelling around this morning as well. Well, you can see a church in the distance there. Tell you what, the traffic in St George's is crazy. There's cars constantly going up and down. Anyway, here's another church. This is St Andrew's Presbyterian Church, and it looks like it might be somewhere we'll get a nice view from. So let's go up these steps and have a quick look, shall we? There's the compulsory rooster. Let's see what's up here. A bit of construction by the looks. There's the fort on top of the hill, just above the harbour, and then you come down the other side. Cruise ship in. That looks familiar. And then the main street in front of us, that's the way we're heading in just a few minutes. And a nice view down over St George's. St George's is a busy place. Anyway, we're coming up to the market. Let's go and have a look. Should be some interesting stuff here. You can see how steep the roads are at the back of the town. Mind you, coming from Devon, I'm used to that. Church up the top. Let's go and have a look, see what's cracking up in here. Interesting little bar. All sorts of bits and pieces here. A lot of spicy bits. It's a nice little stall. Let's have a look through here. Lots of different vanillas and potions, and some of them medicinal. And nice fruit and veg stall on the end here. See what they've got. Better talk over the music in case YouTube recognises it. Stuff covered up because it's been raining a little bit. Lots of these stalls selling all these little bottles, mainly vanilla essence and stuff like that. What's this one? Oh, sort of cinnamon sticks and stuff like that. It's a bit scrappy, but it's full of character. And I think that's just about it for the main market in St George's. And the police are on the way. So there you go, interesting. Now this is another crazy place here in St George's, Grenada. This is the bus station, and you can see up on the top all the different destinations. So you just look to see where you want to go, and then you climb into one of these vans. So they don't have full-size buses because the roads are so narrow. And there's something else about the buses as well, isn't there?
Yeah, the buses are actually privately owned, so a driver owns his bus and then applies for his licence. We actually think it probably makes them be a little bit more careful, although judging from this morning, I'm not certain.
So this is effectively the main street. No, thank you, pal. So somebody there wanted me to go in his bus. Another guy told me not to take his photo. Too late. Anyway, here we are. does feel a little bit adventurous. Most of my videos tend to be quite sort of nicey in all the nice places, but this is does feel a little bit third world. But it's lovely. I'm really enjoying it. And here's one of the steepest streets in St George's with the main Catholic church at the top. That's a good climb up there. Now I'm used to steep hills, living in Devon and being a postie, but I think that one probably just about beats some of ours. And a little bit of a quieter part of the town. It is rather frenetic, but it's nice here. A modern shopping centre on our right hand side. That leads through to the cruise terminal. And the church that we just walked up to, up on the top. And the reason all the flags are up, by the way, is that in about 2 weeks' time it is Independence Day here in Grenada, celebrating 51 years of independence from the UK, and we're going to have lots of big carnivals.
And the colours are, the green is for the greenery, the orange, well the golden colour is for the sun, and the red is for love.
Oh,
Love of the people.
so there you go. Anyway, there you are. Hope you enjoyed our little tour of the beautiful Caribbean island of Grenada. We've been right up into the rainforest. We've seen a waterfall, we've seen some monkeys, and we've seen how busy the town centre is. It's true Caribbean. It's a lovely place, and I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget, if you're watching this channel for the first time, there are lots more Caribbean videos to look out for as well, so watch out for those. And if you're feeling really generous, maybe subscribe. It's totally free. It just means that you get notified every time I put a new video up, whether it be in the Caribbean, Devon, somewhere else in Europe, or anywhere around the world. Who knows where this year will take us. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again on the next one.
God,